Hey everyone, and welcome to another exciting unboxing and initial impressions video. My name's Derek, and today we are taking a look at the Insignia Wireless Charging Pad. This is the Qi wireless charger that charges the new iPhones as well as any other Qi device, including many of the Android phones that have had Qi wireless charging for a couple of years now. So right here it says works with iPhone, and they are talking about the iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and the 10. Today we're going to see how it works on this iPhone 10 that's approximately 50% charged. So again, being 50% charged, it can accept a charge at whatever rate the charger is willing to offer it. And the iPhones can now charge wirelessly at 7.5 watts. When they initially shipped, they were limited to 5 watts. Which was the slower, older Qi standard, but now they support up to 7.5 watts. So let's take a look at the packaging. It is plastic. It's not very high quality, honestly. It's kind of just flimsy plastic. But you can see the device in there, which is pretty cool. Let's see what is included. We have the charging pad, a micro USB charge sync cable. Okay, so this will be using a micro USB cable between the wall adapter, which is a 15 watt quick charge 2.0. So it's not a 3.0, it's a 2.0 wall adapter, but 15 watts, which is more than enough. And a quick setup guide. So we will open up the box. So I'm not a huge fan of the packaging, but it works. And here we go. So we've got our, I don't know what the heck this is. It's like it's a blank piece of paper. I guess it's for the back, but alright, we've got our, this is open box, that's why it's, kind of convoluted where everything is, so we will just pull it out and go from there. So we've got our quick charge 2.0 wireless adapter. We have the micro USB or USB to micro USB cable, the wireless charging puck, and presumably the quick start guide and a twist tie. Alright, so we will find the English instructions and hold them up to the camera so you guys can see what they say. Again, these are pretty self-explanatory, but there you go. If you want to pause there, that should be in frame. And then if you want to pause, get my fingers out of the way. If you want to pause right there, that should be in frame too. Ignore the battery charger over there, that is making a ruckus. It will stop soon. So let's see here. We will take a look at the adapter. The adapter is universal, so again, it's not going to focus this close, but it is, you'll have to trust me, 100 to 240 volts, 50, 60 hertz, so it'll work overseas. It outputs 5 volts, 2 amps, 9 volts, 1.67 amps, or 12 volts at 1.25, so that is the Quick Charge 2.0 standard, and there's your cool orangey reddish port, and there it says Quick Charge 2.0 right on it. The micro USB cable, I believe this retails for $40. I bought it at Best Buy. You might be able to find it cheaper elsewhere. So for $40, that's $20 cheaper than the approved Apple 7.5 watt chargers right now, which are the Belkin and the Mophie ones. So for 40 bucks, that's, again, you can buy these, you can buy Qi wireless chargers on Amazon for 15 to 25. So 40 bucks is still quite a bit, but it's nice that they provide a genuine quick charge adapter here. Feels of reasonable quality. This is feels like a silicone cable, so it actually feels like a pretty nice USB to micro USB cable. I wouldn't worry about this at all. It feels like it's pretty decent quality, flexible. It feels like it won't break. The puck itself is pretty light. It's not as light as the what was the Air one? The Charge Hypercharge. That one was paper thin, it felt super light. This one has a little more substance to it. It's got a nice, that was the Air issue with that Hypercharge, is it slid all over the place. This has a nice ring here that I can tell is going to prevent it from sliding on surfaces, which is nice when you have a, fifth or whatever this is, $1,200 phone that you don't want to fall down. So let's take a look here. We've got micro USB. We have some ventilation holes, are they? Let me just take a look at this quick off camera. No, they are for aesthetics only. I don't believe these actually vent, so they're just cool little design features. And then on the top, you can see here we have an indicator ring that'll probably light up, and then we have the logo. So we're going to be using this. This is the OmniCharge Omni 20. I won't go ahead and explain it in the video. But basically, it can output AC as well as USB, and the little OLED screen here tells you how much power you're drawing from it. So if you factor in efficiency losses, a 7.5 watt charger like the Mophie or the Belkin, or hopefully this one, will charge, it'll draw about 13 to 14 watts from the wall or from this device. And if it's a 5 watt charger, the older 5 watt ones, it'll draw about 8 to 9 watts. So again, because wireless charging isn't that efficient. So what we're going to do now is we're going to plug the included adapter into the included cable, and we're going to run this over here to the puck, the charging base. Looks like it goes that way, so we'll put that there. And then we'll go ahead and plug this into the Omni 20, turn it on. Alright, so we've got a purple LED light. As I bump the camera, I'm just going to drop the lighting here to maybe like that. That way it's easier to see what sorts of colors the light pad or the charging pad emits, as well as how bright they are. So we're going to go ahead here. We're just going to put the iPhone. That's pretty cool. It unlocked that quickly. So we're going to put it on the base, and you can see here I just put it roughly in the middle of the phone. Again, don't put it off to the side because it'll charge slower, it'll stop charging. They seem to be pretty picky about placement. So it is now charging. That's pretty cool. It's got a solid blue ring. And as we wait for it to charge, just to make sure it keeps charging, I'm going to take a look at what those lights mean. So it says the LED is blue or purple when your device is charging. If it's red, your device is not charging. So this one is blue. I don't know if it says the difference. Purple is fast. Blue is charging. So it looks like the pad itself outputs 10 watts maximum. Well, this definitely looks blue, so that's not great if you want a faster charge with your eye. Although it is drawing, let's see if we can get it to focus. Now with this lower light, that might not work too well. Otherwise, I'll just have to tell you what it says. But it says 11 watts. So 11 watts is really interesting because that's high. That's very high for a 5 watt charger, because it's basically saying you're losing 6 watts in heat. That's pretty low for a 7.5 watt charger. So I'm not sure actually. I'll annotate it once I'm sure of what it's doing, but I'm going to guess that it's charging at 7.5 watts actually. So, because again, every 5 watt charger that I've tried so far, and I've tried quite a few of them, it draws 8 to 9 watts, maybe 7 if it's really efficient, but most of them are 8 to 9 watts. So 11, I'm going to guess that this is charging at 7.5, or it's terribly inefficient. So as I bump the camera again, we'll zoom back out. Sorry about that, guys. We will take a look at the phone. We'll just pick it back up. We'll see what we've got here. 52% already, so it is charging quite quick. So I'm going to guess that it is charging at 7.5 watts, which is good news, because this is quite a bit cheaper than the Mophie or the Belkin. So again, it doesn't say anything about the output there. So we will try one more time. Just put it roughly in the middle. It is charging, and it's currently drawing 6.5, 6.6 watts. Now it's going back up to 7, 8, 9.5. It's ramping back up to 10, and now levels off right around 10.5 to 11 watts. So my initial impressions for $40, I'd say that it's honestly not a bad deal for what you're getting. You're getting a high quality USB to micro USB cord. It said it's a silicone cord. It feels like it's going to last a bit. The puck doesn't move. I mean, the top surface isn't as grippy as the Mophie. So here's the Mophie, just for comparison's sake. I'm just going to turn the light back up just so it's easier to see. But the Mophie has this extra ring of rubber here that's super, super grippy. I mean, you can basically, you can hold the phone at it like a, I don't even know what that would be, 50, 60 degree angle, and it doesn't slide off. That's pretty crazy. Here, the whole thing is soft touch rubber, so it's grippy, but it's not super, super grippy. You can see it's starting to slide off right there. But it's definitely grippy enough to keep your phone on there, and the bottom of this charger has that same rubber that grips very, very well, so it's very difficult to move the puck, which is good. Again, for a 7.5 watt charger for $40, that's not bad compared to what else is out there. I'm going to try one other thing real quick, and that is I'm going to plug this directly. So one of the advantages of using a micro USB or USB input instead of a proprietary adapter is you can charge it off of a laptop or a power bank. So this is a quick charge 3.0 port, but it should work fine. It should be backwards compatible with 2.0. So we're going to put the phone back on the charger one more time, and we're going to see what the power draws here. The thinking is, because we're not using the AC inverter and because we're not using the power brick, it should be slightly more efficient. Most of the time the 5 watt chargers will draw about 7 watts, and the 7.5 will draw about 10 or so off the USB port. So we'll see as it ramps up. It is still starting to, it's still ramping up, and it's at 7.75 watts. So again, this is my initial impressions. I haven't really done any research on this product beforehand because I want to give you an unbiased and honest opinion on it. So at 7.6 watts here, and you can see there, 7.6 watts. Let's see if we can get to focus. That makes me think, because there's no way it's 100% efficient, it makes me think it's charging at 5 watts. So take back what I said for the last 5 or 6 minutes. You know, it seems like it's charging at 5 watts. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video here, and I'm going to do some more research into the charging speed, because one of two things is happening. Either, and the video is dragging into 13 minutes, which is getting long. So one of two things is happening. This power brick is terribly inefficient. You know, one, it could be that this is terribly inefficient. It's drawing a lot of power, generating a lot of heat, and this is charging at 5 watts. Or it could be that on the Quick Charge 3.0 port, which this OmniCharge is providing, it charges slow, and then using the Quick Charge 2.0 adapter, it charges faster. So we're getting blue either way. Again, purple, according to the directions here, purple, solid purple is fast wireless charging if your device is compatible, and blue is devices charging. So it was blue both times. So again, I'll provide an update video once I figure this out, because if it's charging at 5 watts, that's not great. If it's charging at 7.5 watts for $40, that's not bad. And again, you know, until I figure that out, jury's kind of out on this one. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the update video. I'll try to get it up in a day or two. That way you're not waiting too long. And until then, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe if you want to see more, or if you want to see the follow-up. And I hope to see you guys in a future video soon. Thanks for watching.